All right, here we go. I'm about to bust into some more penny rolls. Now, I'm pretty sure they had meat grinders back in 1787. I'm watching something on YouTube while I'm doing this. All right, so hey, let me know if you're joining in the chat or stay quiet. It's up to you. I'm just going to be going through a few rolls again just to stay in practice. Wait, what? Hold on one second. No, hold on, that's not right. Okay. I overlooked that. Here's a Wheatie. Think that was in the ground. Wait, what did she put in there? Butter? Wine. Suet. Oh, whoa. Okay. That's a lard. If anybody's on, please say hi. I can't tell if anybody is or not. I am watching this YouTube channel. What's up, Great Scott? How you doing? So if it sounds weird, I'm watching this lady make a recipe from 1787. I think it's called Early American is the channel. And the recipe is hamburger sausage. And she didn't use a grinder for the meat. She just minced it and then threw in some suet. And put it in casings like the sausage. It looks kind of weird. Anyway, that's what the background audio is. How you doing, Great Scott? What you see up there is a wheat cent. I think it was in the ground. It was in this last roll. I could probably, if I take it off the scope and look at it in the loop, I could probably figure out the date. But when you get magnified like this, you can't even tell what it is. I gotta zoom out a little bit. Let's see here. That is copper. So I'm gonna find out. Any guess as to what year it might be? Well, here's another Wheatie. This one's a lot better. From 1953. Oh, just got a little bit of work done today. Got some more work to do tomorrow. Here's a 1909. This is the, what is this one? Professional Life. I'm not going to show that one. This one may have been in the ground too. What is that? Hold on. This is nothing special, but hey, it's the fourth Wheatie so far of the batch. I want to see what this is. Looks like more environmental damage. I'd call that environmental damage. But hey, at least it's made out of copper. Great Scott, did you happen to see that wheat scent that I had up there a second ago that was all eaten away? No, I'm not frying the bacon. Somebody's making sausage online from a recipe from 1787. And I don't know why, but I find it relaxing just listening to it. Alright, so this one, I could tell that it's a wheat scent. Man. I think it's from 1939. That was definitely in the ground. And it is lost. Whoa! 6 grams of copper. That poor Wheatie. It's called Early American, this channel. And I don't know why. There's something about, like, how they used to. And so there's no talking. It's just, the sounds of this lady making food the old way. What's up, Mike Wolf? How you been? So she's literally got, a fire in her cottage and just hand tools and like this one's pork and beans from 1833. All right, I'm weird. What can I say? All right. Let's move on. So far 5 Wheaties. 1 had a lot of environmental damage. And we've got about 20 real blazers, keepers, ranging from the, I think, 1960 all the way up to like 1971. Or no, 73. So I wouldn't keep them if they weren't really, really good. Now, if you are interested in seeing a couple that I found, just holler at me. 1992, but there's a big space between that A and the M. As you guys know, I'm just looking for little treasures. There's a 1999. What's up, Dennis Stewart? Mike's just chilling, eating baked fish and drinking a Modelo. Now, is that a Negro Modelo or a Modelo Special? I bet with fish it's the Modelo Special. That sounds good. That sounds really good. $1980D. It could be an RPM issue or something, but it's a brown coin, so unlikely to find anything. I shouldn't even look at those brown ones. Wait, hold on, what is this? Oh, it's a little dirty. Let me just check that AM. There's too much space there. That was a 1992D. I check every single one. Oh, here's a decent looking coin. not BU by any stretch of imagination, but it's a 1969D, so there's a chance for an RPM. Hey, Paula Bloom, how are you? Where have I been? Well, here. Dennis is also eating cabbage roll soup. Now you just throw cabbage rolls in a soup? Sorry, I've never had that before. Go change that diaper, Paula. I hope it's not yours. I know it's not. I'm just messing around. You're a grandma now. Let's see. What's up, Archaeology Mikey? You had homemade grilled cheeseburgers and fries. Oh, God, I love that. Yes, Mike Wolf, the 1969D could have that floating roof and no FG error. Let's look at it, because it certainly doesn't have RPM. And here we go. Here we go. I see remnants of the FG. Definitely some grease. Hey, what do you know? I would call that a true floater. I mean, that's basically what it is an overgreased die. Now, so that FG is definitely fudged. What do you think? I'd call that a floater too. And hey, it's not a mint state coin at all, but still has a lot of luster left on it. Look at that cartwheel here. Let's change the view a little bit. There we go. So it's got like some patina left. I think that's a keeper. We got a pretty nice 1969D floating roof. I mean, do I have others like this? Yes. But does that mean I'm going to throw it back in the wild? I don't think so. I just ate dinner a little while ago and you guys are making me hungry all over again. All I had was deconstructed meatloaf and snow peas from the garden. Let's see, 1969D. Roof, no FG. I'll take it. Along with this 1971S, that's just a beauty. So, hey, so far we're doing pretty good in this box. After only going through about 11 and a half rolls. Let's go back here. So she's making pork and beans right now, the old school way. And that's making me hungry too. Let's see, what is this? 1999D, but it is not a wide AM. I'm still looking for one of those. I have not found one yet. Or the 1992D with the no space between the AM. Still hunting. On 1998 and a 2000 with a hey cat with no space between the A and the M, and that was nice, but I'm still looking for that really elusive 1999. Oh, the rest of this was a bust. It was a bust. Thanks for hopping in to say hi, you guys. I really appreciate it. Are any of you also hunting through some coin rolls? Let me know. It's mincemeat. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Okay, so this whole box has been like this, where... Come on, focus. Now, I know it's not rare, right? But it is rare to find something of... that is this red and it has the original patina and luster still on it. I mean, this is... Whew. So that's number 21 so far in this box. I'm keeping it. I'm not going to send that back out there just to get all hashed up. Gotta be kidding me. I'm saving it. Paula, do you have a grandson or a granddaughter now? And congratulations, by the way. The wonderful world of poopy diapers. Well, 1972D could have a DDO or an RPM. I am so out of practice. Did you really, Paula? No. Here, let me change the scene here. Oh, what did I just do? Drop something. Oh, it's definitely not beautiful. Those dye polishing marks. So, no. No. This is definitely... Oh, 3 grandsons and 3 granddaughters. My goodness. Congratulations. That is a big family. Ooh, another 1973D. That's gorgeous. Let's look for an RPM on this. I'm going to say no evidence of an RPM. What's up with that L? Looks like damage. Something hit it. Or is that a lamination? I'll look at it this way. Oh no, it's there. Definitely a very short L. I want to look at it on my loop. That microscope can really confuse things. You gotta look at from... That's a normal L. For some reason, it's like right on the rim. Dieware, she says. Here's a 1970D. What's on the 1970D? Possible RPM, possible DDO. Let's see. Yeah, die wear. It'll make it move around a little bit. Is that it? Make it a little bit not as clean of a strike. Oh, yeah. Nothing interesting here. Nice condition coin. It's a 7040. Very slight notching possible, but not on this one. It goes in the copper pile. Whew. Tell you, somebody did put some nice coins in this box. I see some machine doubling. Well, is that a grease strike there? In the trust. That's an unusual place for rubbing. Have that rubbed off. And I don't see any of the rim gone. Yeah. I agree, Paula. Thank you so much for coming in here and confirming suspicions, and it's like old times. Yo, Ray Failman, what's going on, man? So happy to see you guys. I haven't been hiding. I was on Spray Can Raid incoming. That's cool. I saw you guys on earlier playing games and stuff. Any big winners? So we got a miner struck through grease here on this 1972D. I'm gonna keep it. I don't care. It's a. Oh my gosh! Look at this. I'm getting some beautiful coins here. Look, let me just look at that cartwheel on the 72D. I mean, that's definitely going in a tube. Jack Gallman, how's it going, man? Been a long time. So I was about to tell you, Paula, and everybody else, pretty much starting October of last year, I started teaching second grade. And that plus, here's another 1969D. Oh my gosh, you could just, the color of the red on these is just so amazing. So much better than the zinc. Two 1969Ds that are blazing. Alright, hold on. And another 1973. Oh gosh. I'm definitely saving these. I would not put these out in the wild. That would just be wrong. Alright, so hold on. I'm going to package that baby up. Put a 19... Let's see. Got a little stack going here. So who's the big winner over at Spray Cans? Alright. So we already found one 1969D floating roof. Could this be another? Could it be? It was struck through at Trust. Oh, you know, that's what I dropped. My pen. I know how you feel about that floating roof. I also had the no FG too, though, and I'm not gonna say it was BU, but definitely a good AU. Definitely not something I'm gonna throw back out. I mean, let's put it right here. Still has its luster. It's a pretty thing. Now, let's see. Let's check these. Richard won the race for the Morgan Dollar. Hey, Spray Can. Thanks for popping in to say hi, man. Hope you're doing well. Let's flip this because I don't see any die doubling here. There's a FG. That is not a floater. I still see remnants of the building, but a nice quality coin nonetheless. Here's another 1969D. No RPM. Let's flip it. Yeah, see? You know, despite what you might think, those floating roofs are few and far between. 1972D. I'm gonna look for DDO or whatever. Hey, Vern. Thanks for popping in. We are looking at just regular rows of cents. And I'm hoping to continue to find cool stuff because we've been finding some really good condition coins. Found 1971S that looked to be in a high AU. We found a 1969D with a floating roof. I'm going to check this to see if it has the VDB. And why can't I use this thing for... I think I saw some marks there. Yeah, it's got the VDB. See, what else did we find? 4 wheat cents. None of them very special. And yeah, we found that 1972D that had a struck through grease at the word trust. And so far, I don't know, maybe like 20 AU cents. 1970. What is a 1972? That has well, this is not doubled. Oh. Hope you had a good stream, bud. Wait, hold on a second. Oh, I was like, did it have a rotated reverse? No, it did not. For a second there, I just confused myself. Let's look for an RPM on this 73D. Oh, what is that on the 7? It looks like a little damage. Something hit that 7 and popped a piece of it off, I guess. Yeah, I'll be joining you soon. Oh, look at that, Ring of Death. All right, so You know where that's going. 63. Is that a 63D? Yeah, okay. Let's look at the date on this one. Nothing unusual. Nothing unusual. 2008. Why is that sitting there? All right, let's move on. So, Paul, are you babysitting? Hey, Jessica. Same here. Have a good night. I've got to get up super early tomorrow myself. Although I spent, the whole year teaching, I'm still doing real estate. I am not helping buyers if I can talk them out of it. Sometimes, though, you know, they're getting a divorce or some situation, getting kicked out of their rental, and they just need to buy. But I really advise them against it right now. So usually just helping sellers. Let's just look at this 95. I don't see anything really. Yeah, I didn't see anything particularly crazy about it. You're basically always babysitting. Yeah. Now that my little one is older, she's getting a lot more independent. I mean, she's still 9, so still dependent on me, but you know, it gets easier in time. But the young ones, oh man, those diapers. They used to make all of her own food. She never had a jar of baby food. I could say that. 1962D. It's brown. I'm putting it up just to look at it. I haven't looked at anything in a minute. Usually when it's like this worn, you can't tell anything. So Papa Giorgio's in the house. How's it going? David Carlisle too. It's good to see you guys. It has been too long. Such a long hiatus. Coming home seriously exhausted because, you know, my daughter goes to school at a school that is 40 minutes away, and that's in good traffic. And then I had to drive from there to my school and get there in time to, you know, for the kids to come in, have breakfast, and then, you know, anyway, that's a lot of driving. And then go pick her up. So by the time I would get home, take care of the house, well, you know, dinner, house, all that. Exhaustion just sets in, you know. So did I want to stream? Did I even want to go on? No. So, where have you been? I'm like, tired. So June came, and I basically took a month off, thinking, oh yeah, you know. So anyway, this school, I was a substitute teacher for the 2nd grade, long-term sub, and they invited me back on contract and promised to pay for my teaching certification. I'm like, okay, that's a good deal. Then I found out that, you know, those summers off that you really get, as a teacher, it's fantastic, right? No. So after that month off, I get these emails, oh, mandatory training, mandatory training. So I had one mandatory training that lasted all week, and the whole time, it's online, by the way, and the whole time I am just going through coin rolls. I hadn't done it, I hadn't done it in a very long time. And I could pay attention to, the training, but it wasn't the best training, I gotta be honest with you. There's a nice 1982. It's a large date. And I think there's a potential DDO here. The date, no. No. No luck this time. John Jacobs. How was that? That Pittsburgh World's Fair of Money. How was that? I bet it was overwhelming. So anyway, going back to the whole teaching thing. So yeah, I went through in that week. I know I was, half paying attention and half doing the coins. I went through a box of pennies, and I was reminded, of how much I really loved it, and that was sort of the impetus to come back on and say hi. Now I think the 78D, let's check my list. 78D has an RPM, but that's not one. The gold and silver. Yeah, on a day that silver and gold got smashed. What's up, Shannon Smith? This isn't even good enough 72 to save. This is a 1970D, so brown. Yeah, so I was looking at, I've been thinking about gold and palladium a lot. Palladium is a metal that got seriously smashed. I mean, it's like $1,200 an ounce right now. If I remember right, that 1999 was not a YDM. I don't want to listen to this. One thing I like about what I was listening to is that it's Early American is the channel. And it's just a channel with this lady making dishes from the early 1800s or late 1700s from recipes that she could find. And she doesn't talk. She just makes the recipe, old world style. That's a 67. Anyway, where was I? What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Precious metal prices being smashed to smithereens, which is a good buying opportunity, I suppose. Hopefully nobody needs to sell any. Catch up with Chad here. Saw a $10,000 bill rated as 66. That's cool. Who is on the $10,000 bill? I think you guys all know I don't know currency, really. I got a $2 bill from the bank. I just asked them if they had anything cool, and they gave me a $2 bill. And I'm going to, this is just for my daughter. I'll put it in a holder. Who is on the $10,000 bill? Let me guess. The Queen. Woodrow Wilson. Okay. That is interesting. I wonder how much that was going for. I mean, obviously over 10,000. I was on Heritage Auctions. They had a couple of pieces I really wanted. They had a 1904 Louisiana Purchase token. It's gold. I think they had a quarter and a half. I mean, not that that means anything. It's not like it's a $quarter or a $half. My understanding from those tokens is that the designer just put them on there. It doesn't have two 1972 Ds. Beautiful. I know they're so common, but I'm not gonna throw something this beautiful away. Nope. And besides, we can look for some DDO, or maybe I didn't even check to see if it was rotated, but I will. Oh, whoa! Why did I do that? 1989. Gotta check it. That's a 1989 reverse. You're going back. So I thought I was gonna get lucky. Here's a 1981D. I'm looking for an RPM on this. And that's just damage. Oh, well, I tried. So I thought I'd get lucky on Heritage Auctions, but there's so many people on there that have way more money than I do, so... Alright, so this is how out of practice I am, you guys. I used to be able to tell the difference between a copper and the zinc, just, from my hand. I'm pretty sure this is copper, but the point is I've got to put it on the scale. And I was wrong. It's zinc. So it's a large date zinc, 1982. See, I'm out of practice. It's a nice Canadian that they discontinued. Alright, so I saved the Canadians. Call me weird. The U.S. Mint and Canadian Mints were there. So did you yell at the Canadian Mint? I'm sorry, the U.S. Mint? I'm sorry, I am so tired of the premiums on their coins. I stopped most of my subscriptions because I got tired of, as soon as, me getting a subscription, it going down in value and being worth less than what I had to pay for it. Just happened quite a few times. Premiums too high. Not to mention the pain in the butt of the website. 1973D. That is not an RPM. You got a 20. Hey, you got to get something as a souvenir, right? It's an 89. It's an 89 reverse. Salmon Chase is on the $10,000 bill. Okay, it sounds like we have a little bit of here's a Canadian Centennial. Very common. So we need a little fact checking going on. Oh my gosh, see, I keep getting these. This is just from a regular old roll, you guys. I'm sorry, but it's gorgeous. I have no idea who Salmon Chase is. I'm kind of sure we probably should know. Hey, Liberty, in God we trust. This is not the DDL. The 6th Chief Justice. Of the Supreme Court, I suppose. So were they trying to say that Salmon Chase was worth money? Or that he demands a hefty fee? Secretary of Treasury. That's probably more likely why he's on the $10,000 bill. Oh, John Jacob says it's a $100,000 bill. Just a miscommunication. Let's look at those two that I found, the 1972 Ds. Yeah, somebody had some BU coins and just threw them away. Thank you, Paula. And they got a little wear and tear on their journey to me. Probably threw them away because they didn't have anything special or RPM or anything like that. But they sure are pretty to look at, and I appreciate finding them. So I'm not throwing them back out there. The brown ones can go. Sup, Philip? It's been a minute. How you doing? Beautiful 1965, but there's nothing, as far as I know, very special about the 1965 that's been discovered. But just to give you an example, you don't get, it's very rare for me anyway to get coins of this color. Oh, look at that big, huge bump on the shoulder. That stinks. That stinks. That's going in with the rest of the copper. That one's copper. I'll get my feel for it back. 1998. There's, ew, gross. Oh, I did find yeah, 5 Wheaties. One of them I just threw in like the copper pile because it had been in the ground for so long you could barely read the date. Here's another beautiful 1972D. No. $19.99 from Canada. Here's another beautiful. This one has a fingerprint on it, which really stinks. 1963D. Potentially, if this has the DDO and it has a You see that those little marks? Those are like old fingerprints right there. Why does that R look so weird? Yeah, good point, Philip. John Jacob got a copy of a 1916D Merc autographed. You know, that's funny. Who autographed it? I'm curious. But that's probably the closest I'll ever get to a 1916D. Is a paper copy. Sad. I knew that was copper. Oh yeah, I'm starting to get tired. Oh, they're beautiful. With thumbprints. But let's look for... Oh, we're not going to look for anything. Just going to go with regular copper. That's what happens when you put your thumb on the coin. Leaves a lasting legacy for no one to enjoy. I'm going to look... I'm not going to look at that. That's nothing. Scratch across his forehead. Come on, give me something good here. 64. Looking for an RPM. That looks like just something dinged that D and the 9 as well. Probably just another coin hitting it. Oh, that's a 64 brown. There's a 63. $63D does have a DDO, but I think it's just at the D. Let's look at the list. Yeah. According to my information, which is not complete. Do you have your head goggles on, Sharp Eye for Coins? Paul is jealous and wanting some. You guys have had a year to get some, but here, let me take these off. Mine are broken. You know that spot that goes above your eyes here? This is not the original cushion. This is electrical tape because I am too cheap. I'm like, they work just fine. So, it hurts sometimes. That's better. Okay, so that's 63D. That is going into the regular copper pile. 1973, I'm going to check for the VDB, but before that, let's check the 74D. I don't see any notching. So, just say no to that. So just gotta look at that 73 on with the loop. Here, those are the famous glasses. 63 also has doubling on the Liberty. Okay, guess what? I'm gonna update that. My list. This list is not complete, so you guys have advice. I appreciate it. Just saying something. There's a big old VDB on this. Alright, lots of copper in that roll, but nothing much else. Coin Artists. What's that link all about? Oh, I see. Coin Crew's interview of Bob Julian. Coin Artists. Okay, cool. That's related to that the print you got. I'm so out of practice, you guys. They say you should never go more than 2 days without doing something that is important to you. And I've gone way too long. Here, let's 1974D. Paula, it's great to see you too. I hope to catch you again. Thank you for coming by and all of your wisdom, as always. Have fun with those babies. Yeah, I'm not even looking at these brown ones, you guys. It's just, it's not worth it. I knew that was copper. Oh, here we go. Don't find this very often either. King George. Anybody want to guess the year? I haven't seen it myself, so I wouldn't be able to tell you until I flip it. Let's see if I flip it the right way. Ew, gross. What is that? Ugh. The joys of coin roll hunting. Finding disgusting things. Okay. Papa Giorgio says 1943. Anybody else? I think it'll be a little bit newer myself. Got some old ones. They look way messed up. Way more messed up than this. Way more worn, I should say. This just has a lot of bag marks, but the details are still pretty good. Jan thinks 1948. Okay. Could be right. Here's another Canadian, but it's just 1978. You know, honestly, I don't know enough about Canadian coins to know what to look for. I save them. I don't know if I will ever, but hey, maybe one day I'll get tired of looking at Abe. There's another Canadian. It's super dirty. Oh, then there's 3 BU copper. 1972D, 1965, and another 1972D. Papa Giorgio says, I counted the dipples. It has to be a 43. Maybe. Is that a thing? I don't think so. You're just messing around, right? I'm gonna say 45. Let's see. Here we go. And I didn't flip it the right way, did I? No, I didn't. That's the habit right there. $1952. It was newer. It's nice to find a little variety. I found one from the Dominican Republic the other day. Alright, here's 1972D. I don't think that's notching. Whoa, is the duck in the house? What's going on, John? I think that's just a ding on that D. I don't think that's notching. But I know that the RPM on the 1972D is known for the RPM in the northwest corner like that. So I'm just going to take a closer look with that on my loop and throw this one up. That one is definitely not an RPM. Let's look at the Liberty. Let's go all the way around in this one. That's machine doubling, I believe. It looks like some serious machine doubling on that Liberty. I see any. Yeah, there's dye polishing marks all over that. Yeah, that looks kind of flat and shelf-like. Could pull up Variety Vista, but I don't think so. Yeah, 1965 is nothing great. Beautiful color on those coins, though. All right, here's his glasses. Let's take a look at this guy. Yeah, that was just a ding on that D for the 1972. I don't see any significant notching at any angle. It just got hit right there with another coin. Beautiful color, though. I'm keeping it. You don't often hear these people talking on their videos. I don't like it when they do. Just make the food. Alright. Oh, it's because this is a Valentine's Day meal from 1920. What were donuts like in 1803? Let's make them. Alright, I'll listen to that one. John Jacobs, as well they should, my friend. That's cool. That end there, but it's not. No spread. $1964. I know at God We Trust and Liberty. No, there's no doubling going on here. All right, should I do another roll? Starting to get a little bit late, but I'm into it. Sometimes you just get on a roll, you know. And honestly, I'm happy with finding all these, you know, high AU coins in here, because I gotta tell you, that is unusual. Very unusual for me. Usually they're all brown and skunky. you find those Blazers, it is nice. $19.99. Regular AM. Yeesh. Okay, here's your typical roll. 2009. Or something different. Formative years. Let's have a look at that thumb and the bootstrap. That is a normal coin there. Yeah, nothing. Not on this one. Not gonna cry about it. Somebody clean that 1975. Okay, or let it sit in some Coca-Cola or something. Okay. Is the night young? Is it? Thanks, John. I appreciate you, man. How have you been? I didn't even realize until today that it had been a year, a whole year. Maybe, I don't know exactly the date, but it's been a year since I streamed anything. Here's a 1960. I feel like there's something I need to know about the 1960 that I can't remember. It's from Philly. Wasn't there like a high or small date? I'm gonna have to bust out the book, unless you guys can tell me. I'm so out of practice. Oh, just a basic roll that time. Got some copper out of it. Thanks, you guys. Just got done with my mom's birthday party, now at work. Well, I appreciate you joining in, especially after a birthday party. If I eat cake, I want to go to sleep after it. What is it about the 1960? Am I just remembering wrong? Yeah, there's a large date and a small date, 1960. And the large date, the 9, is not parallel with the 1. I see, I'm out of practice. I am out of practice. Okay, I'll save that 2009 anyway. So that's a large date. Oh, JJ said it. I'm sorry, JJ. I missed your. Yep, I see it. Large and small. All right. I'm glad at least my brain's half functioning. Put 1 in chat if I should do at least one more roll. What time is it? Oh, it's 11:15. Now, David, man, you gotta go and talk about ice cream, and that's my greatest weakness. Yeah, 1960D. I've got DDO up on my error list. So, and the D over D as well. It was just like I couldn't remember for the life of me if there was anything special about the 1960 from Philly, because it has been a minute. It has been a minute. All right, we'll do Another one. Thank you guys. I actually didn't want to stop because, you know, this is fun. When you're a coin nerd, this is fun. So, 1979, 81D. I'll look at it. There's a possible RPM, but the condition is suspect, so let's see. Yeah, it's not an RPM. This is going in a copper coal. Why are we in 1983? Zinc. Oh, another beautiful. Sorry, I take it back. Not so beautiful, but it's a 1963D. At least we can look for the DDO. And I don't see anything on the date or Liberty for that matter. I still need to find a flying eagle while coin hunting. Yeah, me too. I'll trade anybody who finds a flying eagle. I'll trade that Dominican Republic for it. Like, no deal. No deal. Yeah, that was nothing. I shouldn't even look at this. I shouldn't look at this. Ugh. Disgusting. Here, I'll look on the loop for that. No VDB on 1973. Here's another beautiful 1973. There's going to be another beautiful copper coin. Another 1973, but not so beautiful. The reverse is way better. Wow, another 1972. Gosh, finding so many of these beautiful blazing red coins. Nothing. Nothing. Let's look at this 64, because there's a potential on Liberty and in God we trust. But not on this coin. Copper color. Here's another. Oh, this is a 65. Wow. Couple of dings, but wait, let's see. John says, I got an extra FE, Joe, low grade. Wait, help me out. What's FE? Oh, Flying Eagle. What year? I think I need one Flying Eagle still. I gotta scroll up. I'm missing so much in chat. Culver's frozen custard is probably better. It's still got so much sugar. Man, you guys. Hold on, let me change this because just one more time. Focus. Now it's dark in this room. Now if I turn on the light, here, I'll turn on the light. Look at that coin, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Like, so many of these look like this. Would you throw this back out in the wild? I mean, come on. So far I've got over a roll. These are coming out of just Federals. Yeah, I know, right? Gotta keep it. You gotta save these babies. I'm telling you. I'm feeling really lucky that I found over a roll of these. Some are BU. Suns here. Most of them are just high AU. They've gone through a rough circulation process, but some have been saved and don't have any marks to show for it. There's another one. This is a 1961. Now the 1961, I think has a DD. No, nothing except for the RPM on a D. I think this is a Philly. Yeah, it's a Philly. John, I'm the same way, buddy. I save all the copper. Now what you see here is just machine doubling. This is a good example of just that flat shelf-like, giving the illusion of, you know, some doubling, but here's another one though. I mean, under the microscope you could see all those like little flaws, but oh, man, beautiful coin. I'm sure nobody ever called Abraham Lincoln beautiful in his life, but here I am. All right, let's look for a DDO on the 64. Nope. So here's the question. For anybody who saves their copper, how much copper do you have? Because I think, well, I'm not running out of closet space yet, but it's getting. Hold on, I've got to look at this. It's ugly, but yeah, I was just looking for the A&M. Okay, let's look for the FG on this 89. That's an 89 FG. Ooh. Thank you, Canada. Ooh, Canada. Is this a 61 from Philly? Let's look at it anyway. 8 coffee cans full. Are you talking about like those big Folgers cans? Yeah, that's pretty crazy. 8 coffee cans full. And Archaeology Mikey says 11 pounds of Lincoln Memorial cents and 9 pounds of wheat cents. It adds up, doesn't it, guys? Man. This 61, it's going to go with the copper call, unfortunately. It's got... Well, should it? Let's see. Yeah, it's lost quite a bit of luster. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. Party pickle! What do you mean the likes of me? The likes of me. I think I have 30 pounds of Lincoln Memorial cents. 30 pounds of Lincoln Memorial, and I haven't weighed the Wheaties, but it's probably a few pounds. More than a few. Good to see you, Party Pickle. It has been a minute. How you been, man? Oh, this 73s. I think the only big deal about those are from Philly anyway. Look on the shoulder, Abraham's shoulder. You gotta use a loop because the VDB is at an angle. It won't show up on your scope. This one has a VDB. That one has a VDB. Life has been treating me really well. almost just too busy. Okay, this does not have a VDB on it. Oh, man. How about a weak VDB? I'm going to try to throw this up on the scope and see if I can show you what I'm seeing here. Just give me a second. Alright, so this one just has like a couple of okay, I think I have 3 different examples. So let's go up here on the scope and see if I can hold it. And all right, so do you see that VDB right there? You guys give me a thumbs up or a 1 in chat if you can see that VDB on the shoulder. This is the 1973 typical VDB. Okay, you can't see it unless I hold it up a little bit. See it right there under the shoulder. All right, VDB. Now, here's this guy. You know, I have not found a 2023 yet. Hey, come on. There's a VDB on that one too. Okay. Now, here's this one. So there's a known 2020. Oh, see, there's a VDB. Look how weak that is, though. It's like, I bet if I took this off or put it down, we're going to see a lot of dye polishing marks on this coin because the VDB would be a struck through grease. I believe that's the error. Because that one, it's getting there. It's not quite there yet. I don't really see too many dye polishing marks. I guess I'm full of it, guys. So, okay, so the 2023 has an error on it. It is a VDB-V. So is that, are you saying there's an extra V or is it die clash? John? Sharp Eye coins. Have you heard of Nui Pokemon 1-ounce silver from 2001? They are worth a lot of money, like a couple hundred to a few $100 depending on the Pokemon and grade. I have not. That is cool. I think, what did I find it in the state sale the other day? So, this cost me $2. And I like, I just had to pick it up. It's a Mewtwo, number 150, gold plated. I think it's 23 karat gold. I'm like, for $2, I'm sure there's $2 worth of gold on here, even though it's plated. But I will keep an eye out for that Nui. I appreciate any collectible like that. I wonder why it's a few $100s now. Maybe just the demand. Yeah, the polar bear and a mintage of 20,000 doesn't seem like it's limited. I mean, limited edition of 2,000. Now we're talking. But I guess it also depends on what it is. So John says, no, it looks like this. It looks like a VDBV. 2023 Lincoln sign or Shield sign. I will keep an eye out for it. I gotta tell you, the Shield scents, considering the fact that they're zinc, I don't have a whole lot of stock in it, you know, because they can deteriorate even inside of a slab. So I don't really look at them too much. Oh, these were the 1973s, so that's Copper Cull. Copper Cull. Copper Cull. Oh, you sent an email. Awesome. Well, damage on ejection would indicate an incuse mark, right? A clash would be the opposite. It would be raised. So that should be pretty easy to solve, wouldn't it? Oh, that's cool, Archaeology Mikey. You're collecting Pokemon cards. Yeah, John, definitely. Do a video. Post it up. I mean, I love seeing stuff like that. I'll add it to my list, you know, so the list that you see up there is really just from 59 to 1982. But I can, wait, can I? If I'm streaming, can I change? Yes. Look, this is my 1983 to 2009 error list. And here's my Lincoln Shield set error list. There's two things on it. And I know there's more. I honestly know there's more. It's just my interest level is so low. So I'm going to write 2023 P. Well, the variety would be VD V. Well, that's not the variety. That's what to look for. I'm going to say I'm going to call it a clash, even though I know it's unconfirmed. There we go. Just updated for the first time in, wow, a year, the Lincoln Shield Set error list. That's amazing, Archaeology Mikey. Brilliant Stars alternate art Charizard. There's so many. See, like, I would love to do some kind of card like that. I'm gonna do one more roll. I'd love to do some kind of card collecting, but the Pokemon, I see like new series come out all the time. They've been out for so long. I don't know if there's any hope of getting some of the old good ones, not without, you know, paying top dollar for it. So that's just kind of like what keeps me from doing it. John Jacobs, while you were busy, I found 10 1998 wide AM cents, one 2000p wide AM, and a couple 84 double ears too. That's amazing, dude. That's awesome. I have yet to find an 84. I found a 98. I think two 98s, one 2000 wide AMs. I've never found an 84 double. It's just, that's awesome. Yeah, Papa Giorgio, me too. It's on my bucket list. The problem that I have is I don't look for at every 84, Most 84s I see are just in terrible condition. And I'm really not interested in, looking at something that's that well worn. And it's just my luck, that I find that 1992, D with a regular AM, and it's been run over by a car 40 times. That's my luck. So I'd rather not do that to myself. So I just avoid it. And if it's in bad condition, I'm not a looker. I'm a passer. So, if I find an 84 though that looks passable, then I'll check it out. So I probably thrown one away before, but I mean, I'll take like an XF, sure, but so many of those modern coins, they just really deteriorate so quickly. 75. So here's a small date 82. Small date 82 that's copper, but unfortunately, it's not a D. Dang. Shannon says, I found a 1909 VDB FS101 DDO at my LCS. I had to force my guy to take $2 for it because he's good to me. Yeah, it's not worth grading, but it's nice to have. Let's see. Nope. Yep, the elusive 1999 wide AM, and that is a 1989 reverse. Where all my BU coins go? Okay. Well, it's good enough to look at for an RPM. And that is not an RPM. That's right, the 1982 small date. Telltale sign is a curve at the bottom of the two. That's exactly right. And what you really want is the 1982D small date in copper. That would be a nice payday. And yet, the search continues. Yeah, it's funny. I haven't found a single 2023 in this box. And I literally just got this box from my bank. I should say credit union because banks suck. You guys hear what happened with Wells Fargo? Oh, here. That's an 89. Let's look at the 89. So I remember when I was banking with Comerica, and this was many, many years ago. I was still in college. And, I was on a budget. What can I say? Party Pickle says, Sharp Eye for Coins, is the 1982D small date the one that is not supposed to exist, but a few examples did get out into the public? Yes, I believe so. I think the 1982 small date copper, because there are 1982D small date zincs. If you get a 1983 copper as well, that's money too. I'm sure they're out there. I'm sure it's just like 1 in a billion. Speaking of that, did anybody win the Mega Millions? Drawing went on. Alright, this is going to be the last roll. I gotta get to bed. But, what was I saying? I was telling a story. Oh yeah, college, Comerica Bank. Alright, so listen, I was on a budget. And I would watch it carefully, okay? So there was a couple of times I had to pay a bill, and I had to write, you know, this is back when I was writing checks. Oh, beautiful. Back to the BU. Back to the BU coins. Anyway, and I'll be like, okay, so if I time this right, by the time I get paid, you know, all these other purchases will go through. I'll write the big check, and I'll be paid. It'll probably be perfect. Well, what Comerica Bank was doing, and I figured this out very quickly, is they were not paying the small bills. They were holding them in a queue, and then they would wait until the largest one came through. They would pay that first, and then the next one would cause an overdraft, and then they would release and pay all the smaller ones that were from, you know, a week prior, and then charge overdrafts on all that. I figured that out really quick, and I canceled my account and went to another bank. Stupidly, should have gone to a credit union. But anyway, yeah, come to find out, hey, there's a Wheatie. Love it. Come to find out, they were doing it with more than just me. It was common practice just to get people to pay those overdraft fees. Bastards. So I'm not a fan of banks. Sorry, not to go off on a tangent. Here's a wheat cent. Anybody want to guess the year? Oh, it's too nice to be old. I'm going to say 1958. It's just too nice. But at least that's the 6th Wheatie of this box. So I'm not going to complain. Oh, beautiful 1972D. This one's nice. Not as gorgeous as the others. I'm going to flip this over. Okay, Papa Georgia says 1941. Hey, you can't change it. Shannon says 48. Archaeology Mikey says 44. Papa Georgia. It'd be nice if it were a mule. All right. Let's get through these. We'll find out who's right. For bragging rights only, and Price is Right rules. I said 1958, right? Here we go. 1931. That's pretty good condition for the 30s. I mean, it's brown, but it's a little damage up there at the top. It is brown, but look at the details on the beard. The ear. Look at the eye. No, I'm honestly surprised that this is a 31. Now, I know it's pretty common, but look at the wheat stalks. Hardly any wear. I think I'll take it. What was the mintage on the 31? That's one thing I'll never memorize. Mintages. And 19 million, 19.4 million. I put this at about a $2 coin. Oh, look at Papa Giorgio getting all like. You're very detailed, my friend. I'm putting this in a flip. I think it deserves to be. I would put that as probably very fine. I don't know if I'd go as far as a 40. And that's probably why right there. Well, that's one of the many reasons, but the details are sharp though. That beard, the eye, the ear, still well intact. Not too much rubbing. And then the wheat stalks. Maybe more. There's more wear over here. Yeah, not quite a 40. I was thinking like a, 20. But I'm really conservative, so. But in any case, hey, I found it. Coin roll hunting. So even if somebody offered me $1 for it, what's that in terms of percentage? I mean, it's a penny, right? Is that like 1,000%? Always crimping. So I'll take that. We found some good stuff. I'm happy. Except I gotta bust out my this is a 1961. Oh man. That is not worth keeping. John, oh wait, what? Hold on. I gotta look at this on the scope. I haven't practiced. I would not feel comfortable busting out my guitar or piano. I mean, I have not practiced in a long time, so. You know how it is, my friend. I thought I saw something weird on this D, but I think I was just fooling myself. My eyes are getting tired. No, and when you said that, I just felt ashamed. You know, I don't know. Why am I looking at this 1961? I don't know. See, the 1931 had more details on the beard than the 61. Crazy. Crazy. That's call. You guys, I am going to hit the hay. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I was searching for treasure. Yeah, life happens. I know, but still. It's a important part of my life, and you make all these other sacrifices. It should take some time to do the things that you love, which is why I'm back on. I forgot how much I loved it. Crazy. Happy to see you too. All you guys. Thank you for coming in. One more roll. I already took my gloves off. Next time. You know, and that's like I said yesterday. Now that my daughter's getting a little bit older, I feel a little bit more confident she can, do whatever she needs to do in the house, and I don't have to, be totally attentive to her every need, like when she was, younger. So I'll be streaming when she's here too. So I haven't come up with a schedule, but I'm gonna just try to pop up and do this whenever I can. Just hang out, go through some fun stuff, talk about current events, talk about coins. Papa Giorgio doesn't go to bed till 1 a.m. I gotta get to bed because I've got to get up early and capture this house during during dawn and the sun up. I'll do it again, Party Pickle. I promise, but not tonight. You guys, love you lots. All right, be well. I'll see you soon.